Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we are going to talk a little bit about what a real meal on the island of Crete would look like. And again, this is what people would eat on a daily basis, some of the healthiest people in the world. And I'm here with George Zikos, who spent 2 years in Greece studying, and his aunt and uncle live on the island of Crete. And why don't you just tell us a little bit about what you made here?
So I made fasolada, which is white bean soup, and it's one of the national foods of Greece actually. So everyone in Greece eats this food. You grow up eating it, and it's really, really healthy for you. So every house knows how to make this food, and they make it for their kids and family. It's extremely inexpensive to make it, and it's just like water, olive oil, and beans, which are extremely cheap. Carrots, celery, onions, all vegetables that aren't expensive by any means. And it's just like a really popular dish here. Not to mention it's healthy and filling because of the beans.
And the olive oil.
And the olive oil.
Yeah, there's a cup of olive oil.
Yeah, there's a cup. I put a whole cup of olive oil in this recipe. So that's what makes it really delicious.
Yeah, and this is like such a traditional Mediterranean meal because it's a lot of vegetables, olive oil, beans,
whole grains.
There's yogurt, whole grain sourdough bread. This is a traditional Greek salad that we talked about last time, and so no lettuce, just cucumber, tomatoes, pepper, feta cheese, olive oil, onions,
olives,
and olives. Yes, and that's it. And then the tzatziki, you may have had some version of this before, but the version in the book is a really delicious one, and it's whole fat Greek yogurt with cucumber that you drain, and garlic, dill, salt and pepper, and olive oil, and it's really, really good. And also whole grain sourdough bread, and with the sourdough bread, it has a lower glycemic index. It's really good if you have any kind of blood sugar issues. It doesn't rise your blood sugar up as high as a yeast bread would. And then of course the wine, you want to talk about what drinking and...
So something that's always on the table in Greece is wine. Red or white depending on the occasion, but you drink wine at every meal. It's more of a social thing, so with your friends or your family you're always drinking, but not too much. You enjoy it with food, not to get drunk. You're doing it to have a social experience and enjoy it with the food. So never forget the wine with your Mediterranean meal.
And then I just wanted to talk a little bit about our book, Foods of Crete. I wrote this with Kula Varadakis. She is a chef on the island, and she hand wrote 110 recipes in a 2-week period of time. These are her traditional family recipes. So I was very honored to share with her these really amazing dishes. And we spent a year going through all the recipes, making sure that they all worked. And they're all recipes that you can easily get all the ingredients in any supermarket. 90% of them are very easy recipes where you just chop everything up and throw it in a pot, chop everything up and put it in the oven. So they're really delicious recipes, and you tried this book when you were living there, right?
Yeah, so when I was living in Crete, of course, I was paying attention to what my aunt was cooking and everything she was making. So when I was living in the city studying, I didn't have her to cook for me, unfortunately. So I would cook, so I wasn't spending all my money out. And I made like 75% of the recipes in this cookbook. And what I realized was they really are traditional Cretan recipes, because all the food that I cooked in there tasted like the food that my aunt was cooking for me. And not only that, but how simple the recipes were and how delicious and simple they were, which was awesome. So I highly recommend this cookbook, and I use it in America still all the time now that I'm back here.
And just for this video, if you want to order the book, there will be a discount that's included in the email that we sent you. So we are going to enjoy this delicious meal. I hope you enjoy the Mediterranean diet, and hope that we can help you learn more about it. So So for now,
Kali orexi.
and that means
Bon appetit.
bon appetit.